Hello and welcome to the Main Cave. Now in today's video I want to give you an update on my EMBER MUG 2, having used it now for several weeks, and why I still think in 2024 that this mug is well worth a look. So if you're new here, we make regular videos on gaming and technology for your smart home, so please do consider subscribing, as we may make a video to make your life easier and I wouldn't want you to miss out. So do hit subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. So here it is then, this is the EMBER MUG 2, and if you don't know already, this is basically a mug that keeps your drink at a certain temperature. It does come with an app, so I'm splitting this video up into two parts. First part is hardware and the second part will be the software. It's in the software that's the most interesting bit, as if, like me, when you were looking at an EMBER mug, you may be put off by the app reviews. I think maybe if you have done it before, maybe you should look again. It's not perfect, but the app is in a much better state than it used to be. So let's start off with the hardware then. I have here the 414ml version standard mug. There is a smaller 295mm mug, and they do offer other variations such as a tumbler, a travel mug and a flask, all varying sizes and prices. So once mine arrived, then in the box I get the mug itself, a charging coaster with a plug and a brief instruction manual. You don't really need much else, but you can buy more coasters if you need them. I'm planning on getting another coaster for my desk, as the one I've got in the box is near the sofa when I'm gaming. But at £40, I think I'll wait to see if I can get one a touch cheaper. Speaking of price then, this mug I got was £120 in the Black Friday sale, but it can range from there up to around about £150. Just do some digging to find the best price. The smaller 295ml is a bit cheaper, around £100. When you get it out then in the mug in your hand, it's hard not to be impressed. It really does feel quality. The texture is smooth, it feels very weighted at 445 grams, and it's almost ceramic to the touch. It's very solid, and the best part is the handle is large. I don't know about you, but I like a large handle on my mugs. It's dead comfy to hold. Near the bottom is the logo and a flashing LED, and on the bottom is the charging pad and an on-off switch. To charge the mug, all you do is place it on the coaster and it starts charging. I found it doesn't take long to get up to 100% from flat, and with a hot drink inside it, will keep it at a steady temp. It lasts without charging for nearly 2 hours, which is fantastic, as I'm never really 2 hours away from putting it back onto the coaster. So with the dozens of uses I've had, I've never actually run out of battery. You can turn the mug off manually if you want to by pressing the button as we said underneath once you've finished your drink, but it does automatically detect when it's empty, so it does go to sleep on its own. So I've never actually once switched mine off, I just let it detect when it's a drink or lack of. The LED on the bottom has a few functions to indicate charging status, connection and general colour of your choice, and while it's charging you will want to set up the app, and it's here we turn our attention to the software. So fire up your preferred app store and locate the EMBER app, and you'll most likely be treated with a fair few negative reviews. This put me off slightly as I was expecting it to be awful. However, the app has been updated several times, and in that time it's got to a point where, for me, it's as solid as a rock. I've had no issues whatsoever with the app for the weeks that I've been using this several times a day. The only thing I don't like about the app is something I'd like adding, but more on that in a bit. So the app itself is pretty self-explanatory. You hold down the mug's bottom until it flashes and you connect it. This was done the first time I fired up the app, and I haven't needed to log out or log back in since owning it. Then now you're in, you'll see the mug, swipe up for a very clean interface which lets you choose your desired temperature. I have mine sat at 58°C, and you can change this to Fahrenheit if you want, and then that's it. The app tells you how hot your drink is and it drops as it cools. Then once it hits that 58, it sends an alert to your phone and it keeps it at that temperature for as long as there is liquid in it. There's also a settings tab. Click that and you can change the colour of the LED on the front when it's connected, the brightness of that LED, battery level and whether or not it's currently charging, temp units and notifications. As I said earlier, the app is clean and has worked flawlessly for me. You may have had problems with yours, I just can't say I've had any issues at all. So next up you scroll up from the main screen and you also have some temperature presets, one of which is a heater off, which is very handy if you just want the drink to naturally cool. And then a set of 5 more presets for any temps that you fancy setting. Then under that is a tea timer. This may be of use for you, but I've never actually used it. It's basically a timer which you can use to tell how long a tea has been brewing. Then you can swipe up again and you have a recipes tab which gives you ideas of drinks such as a beet latte, a chai hot chocolate, etc. Again, I've never really used that. So my routine is this. I collect my mug from the coaster, down to the coffee machine, make a coffee, do whatever I need to do and have a hot coffee the whole time for at least 2 hours. If I do end up sitting near the coaster, I place it on there and the hot coffee lasts a lot longer, indefinitely in fact. I've not tasted any difference in flavour over time for the hours where they've been heated up. It keeps it at 58 as I like it, and it just works. Then when I'm done, I just leave it and switches itself off, ready for the next drink. Once done, as I said, it's almost ceramic, and so cleaning only needs a rinse under hot water and away you go. It's ready for another. Obviously you can't put this in a dishwasher, so don't do that. I just rinse mine out. My experience with the Ember Mug 2 has been flawless. I absolutely love it and it suits in with my desire for cool tech that I use daily. Yes, it's quite expensive, but would I recommend it at this price? Yes, I would. I think it's a very classy product that works very well, and for someone who has 2 to 3 coffees a day, I'm getting a lot of value out of this. So I want you to comment below. Please let me know if you have one and what your experiences are like, especially with the app. As I said, for the past few weeks, I haven't had any problems at all. So if you love this product, go and have a look. I'll leave links down below in the description. Till the next video, bye-bye.